the next thing we will replace is the tone and volume knobs. So these are the old ones. They're not bad. They're just kind of cheap, so they wear out faster. But there is 2 tone knobs and 1 volume knob. The volume knob obviously controls the volume of the guitar. Here's an example of just a normal kind of standard layout, 1 volume, 2 tone. We'll talk about what the tone does in a second, but as you see on this guitar, 1 volume, 1 tone. Now, this guitar is the first guitar I showed off. 2 tone knobs, 1 volume knob. And what the tone knobs do is that they turn on and off basically the pickups, specifically the neck pickup and the bridge pickup right here. So what they'll do is that this bottom one controls the bridge pickup right here. So if I turn that all the way down, this pickup is essentially turned off. You could also just change the pickup that you're using, but let's say for some reason you need a very specific tone and you need to have it in a bridge pickup selector spot with the bridge turned all the way down. I don't know. Most people online say just to keep these at 10 at all times because it doesn't really do much, and I agree. It doesn't do all that much. Here's an example. So here it is in the bridge pickup selector spot with everything turned up to 10. Sounds like this. Sounds like a guitar. But if I were to turn this knob, the bridge knob, all the way down, first you notice there's a bit less fuzzy noise, but also it's a bit more full, I guess you could say. It's not as like dry. But if I were to turn down the other one, almost nothing changes because I'm only using the bridge pickup here essentially for my noise. So turning that down, again, let's hear it, and then turning it all the way up, it sounds the same. And so like when you're using it, it's kind of a little useless. There's sometimes where it plays a role if you're really looking for a specific sound, but I've seen multiple people online, multiple professionals are just like, just keep it all the way turned up. There's no reason to turn it down for any reason. If you just have it all the way up constantly, you'll get a good sound. And I mean, it's nice because you get to set everything up to 10. And that's usually what you want on the guitar because it's, unless you're again looking for a real fine sound where you really need to adjust slightly, then these knobs are kind of useful. But most of the time I find myself not using them, which is actually going to be a big part of my guitar. So for my guitar, I'm going to be using just 1 volume knob because that's all you need. And I'm going to be using this white actual knob cover for it with the gold lettering and numbers. Looks pretty nice. And this one isn't just some cheap one like I said the other ones were. This is actually a Seymour Duncan volume knob, which is going to come into play, again, Seymour Duncan, in a little bit.